Good evening, everyone. Welcome back to the Shenandoah University Esports Arena here in Winchester, Virginia, where tonight our Varsity Super Smash Bros. Team enters the first round of NACE playoffs here against Oakland University. My name is Brendan Moss, and I am joined here tonight by Griff. Griff, how are you doing?
Doing great, man. I'm just happy to be here. Happy to be able to cast some Super Smash Bros. Action with you tonight. Lovely day outside. Sucks that we're stuck inside, but regardless, we're here for a good time and to give you all a great show as our Super Smash Bros. Team continues their season into the playoffs.
Yeah, I wonder if we could ever set up a casting station just outside, if it's ever like really nice outside.
Just kind of mobile desk out.
Yeah, just a mobile desk out.
Yeah, that'd be.
Let's put an engine in this thing and just start going somewhere.
We might have to.
Like we mentioned, this is the first round of NACE playoffs for our Smash Brothers team, and we're going to go ahead and take a look right now at that bracket. As you can see, Shenandoah against Oakland there towards the bottom left side of your bracket. Oakland coming in as the 5th seed because they did place 5th in Super Conference during the regular season. Shenandoah coming in at the 28th seed, finishing, I believe, 4th place in their division during the regular season.
Yeah, looking to be a bit of an upset for Shenandoah if they want to walk away with this one, but being the conference that it is with NACE, I mean, we can see the head-to-head here. It's very competitive with every team that's in there. I know that we used to be very high up in the NACE standings, actually, but due to some people unfortunately leaving, graduating, moving on with life, it happens. And now here we are looking to once again return to the top of the NACE team.
Yeah, pretty similar stats here. We look at the head-to-head between Oakland University and Shenandoah University. But as we mentioned before, Oakland took part in NACE Super Conference, which is essentially just the top 8 teams in all of NACE for that game. So they had some really tough competition right there. Lost an extra game compared to us. Lost an extra series, my bad, compared to us. And despite that, probably played much better competition. But we're going to go ahead and take a look at Shenandoah's regular season standings here. Like I mentioned before, ending the regular season in 4th place at 3-3.
Yeah, looking at that middle of the table spot for Shenandoah, I believe it perfectly divides which teams they won and lost to. The teams losing above and the teams that we beat below. But yeah, with 3-3 standings, I'm sure that Oakland played some much more difficult competition than we did. But regardless, Shenandoah is one to surprise. You know what I mean? They're going to go out there, they're going to give you a good show, and they're going to do everything they can to keep this one close, keep this one interesting.
That is right indeed, but we're going to go ahead and take a look at the other team right now. Look at their roster. Oakland containing Rob. Anthony Isn't Cool, which is kind of a crazy name to have, you think about it. Spectre and Judd something. I don't know. I don't want to pronounce that wrong. Judd Air. Thank you, producer. I appreciate that. So Judd Air, Spectre, Anthony Isn't Cool, and Rob, period.
Yeah, looking at this roster is definitely one that is intimidating at the look. I'll let you talk about why that is so while we look at our very own roster on the other side of the board.
Yeah, let's take a look at our roster real quick here. It's everybody you would expect normally this semester. We have Lim, Kip, Willie, and Wayne Blade. Obviously, that 4th spot there on the right. Going in between, Wayne Blade and I is both duking it out, getting that 4th spot. But the other 3, pretty standard for Shenandoah University.
Yeah, 100%. And with that new season coming in, especially this go-around, having Eliminathan stepping in for the spot of Igloo, who graduated and left us behind to pursue other endeavors.
The grander pastures.
Yeah, but hey, what can you do? But anyway, he's filling the spot well, and of course, this is still development for a lot of these people, a lot of these players that are still looking to get into playing for Shenandoah in the next coming season.
Yeah, I mean, while we do have 5 main players on our varsity roster, the normal 3 starters, and then the 2 people that usually swap in and out in that 4th spot, there are a lot of people here vying for varsity positions, especially coming up. We have Kip and Elim are graduating at the end of this semester.
Yes.
So spots going to be open there. Like to point out, Kip has been a part of this varsity team for how many years now? Probably I think he's been a part of it every year he's been here, so 4.
Yeah, 4 full years, I believe.
If I remember correctly. So shout out Kip there. We didn't get to mention, though, the player. We know who the characters that our team play. Let's go ahead and go through Oakland's roster.
Right.
As you saw before, they have Rob Period, who plays Snake.
Oh, so not Rob.
Yeah, it's very funny. At first when I got the notes, I was very confused. I didn't know. I thought, because the way I had it was like all in a row, so I didn't know if that was the player or the character. I don't know. I was really confused.
It'd be cool if they had a guy named Snake Period that played Rob.
That would be cool. And they just
That'd be nice.
I think we have some really good ideas branding wise.
I think that people need to study us
Yeah.
and just go through what we say and just make it happen.
Yeah, honestly, we're going to get studied at some point, but it's probably not going to be for the right reasons. That's what I'd probably have to say. But Anthony isn't cool going to come in as Cloud. What I have right now is they are ranked 111th in North America as a player.
That's crazy, dude.
111th in North America.
Yeah, imagine being able to just claim that. That'd be... Whew.
Yeah, and, was given an extra note here by one of our players, Elim. Also in contention for the best Cloud in America.
Really?
Yeah, really.
Huh.
Yeah.
Shoot. I don't like that.
Yeah, there's not much you can really say about that.
Darn.
That's going to be a tough matchup for any of our players to go into that one. Moving on, next we're going to have Spectre, who plays NACE.
Okay. Why did you point at me?
I don't know. I just feel like, I don't know. You and NACE just kind of meld together.
Fun fact, never played NACE.
Never played NACE?
No, I played Lucas.
You played, I mixed them up. That's why I pointed at you. That's my beat.
It's okay, man. I play Rocket League. It's okay.
Okay, and I play Call of Duty. What are we doing here? What are we doing here? Shout out the producer, I guess. Judd Air, who plays Steve.
Oh, Steven
Minecraft.
We have a tough history playing against Steve online.
Yeah.
A lot of our players do not like that matchup at all. Neither do they like Min Min. Thankfully, they don't.
I don't think anybody likes Min Min.
Yeah, no. Steve and Min Min, I know, are two characters that our team does not like to fight online at all.
I would probably say if we had to think of 5, it's probably Steve, Min Min, Snake, Sonic, and Wii Fit Trainer. Are probably like the 5, which is like
name like 2 of my characters.
I'm sorry, dude. You got to play them online more. You may get some wins.
I'm not good.
Play them online more. Hey. I'm not good either. You're better than me.
It happens.
Hey, if you think about it, you are the best Smash player in this room.
That is true.
You are the best Smash player in this room. You haven't proved it yet, though. So I'll have to throw heads eventually.
All right.
Now, as we go ahead and look at the substitutes that we didn't get to talk about earlier, NAD79, I think that's how you say the name. It's NAD.
Yeah,
I assume NAD79. They are a Mario/Me Brawler player.
Ooh, really?
Yeah, interesting.
Funky.
A little off meta, I guess. I mean, Me Brawler's been coming back, I think, recently. The Me characters in general have been coming back recently.
I think, especially Me Brawler. I know one of them is still horrible. I forget who it is, but I think Me Brawler has been
Me
making...
Gunner?
I don't know. I
thought Me Sword Fighter was also one of them.
If you follow us anywhere, you saw our tier list.
Yeah, you saw
Clearly,
our tier list.
we don't know what we're talking about. I know that one of them is really good, one of them is really mid, and one of them is really bad.
I feel like Gunner is the worst one.
Why?
I'll take a look in the Twitch comments, see if anybody says anything eventually. But anyways, moving on to the next person, we have Typhoon, who plays Luigi ?
I like that.
So we think Luigi.
That'd be cool.
That'd be cool.
I like his name.
Shoot. Next up is Avian, who plays Min Min.
Shocker.
Shocker.
There's always one.
There's always one Min Min.
There's always one that plays.
And you know what? That one Min Min, always one Min Min too many.
Yeah. Exactly. That's
always
true.
One Min Min too many.
Always one too many.
Don't like it. And then their last substitute that we have listed, could be more. Who knows? We know what happened a few weeks ago. Just a farm system of players over at that college. Then we have Trisket there at the end with Pac-Man. Trisket. I'm not kidding. Yeah, Trisket.
Oh, man.
Plays Pac-Man.
Great
So
snack.
if they play some subs, may see a Pac-Man mirror.
That would be interesting. I think that. Well, didn't we have that? I believe 2 weeks ago we had a Pac-Man mirror match, and I think Kip walked away on top on that one.
I did. I do believe
so
he.
I wonder if that was to occur, what the outcome of that one would be this time.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. This is a very good team. Like we mentioned, they are 5th seed in all of NACE division. I just mixed up some NACC stuff. NACE Varsity Premier Playoffs. They are 5th seed, and Shenandoah are coming in at the 28th seed. So we are fighting an uphill battle for sure.
Big gap.
Great player there, and Anthony isn't cool. Why would you name yourself Isn't Cool? Maybe their name isn't Anthony.
Maybe that'd be like low-key like crazy
Yeah, that'd
as
be
heck
crazy.
if your best friend,
Yeah.
like let's say like my name, like if I just started out was Moss isn't cool, and
Dude,
then
I'd be so
got
upset.
huge, and then that's just
Yeah.
my name now.
And
It's
then
not
every
my
time
name.
I scroll, because I'm like involved in like industry, his name is Anthony.
His real name is Anthony. Maybe he's
Just
just like
self-deprecation
no,
right there.
he's Mr. Nonchalant. He can't be
Oh.
like Anthony
Man,
is
I'm not cool, dude. I'm
He's
not
like,
cool.
nah,
It's
I'm not
whatever.
cool, bro.
Someone walks up to yo, you're a really good cloud player. He's like, I'm not that
cool,
cool.
though.
I'm not
I'm not
that
cool,
good.
though.
You know, it's all good.
I'm not finished. That's him.
Yeah, that's him. That's Anthony right there. And then, I mean, we can go ahead and take a look at our players and their characters here for a second. As we always know, Willie, Kazuya, Terry.
Yeah, 1 and 2.
We did see. I don't ever want to forget this one. Willie played Steve last match.
Yeah, he said that they were using NECC because they were playing in NECC and they weren't like they knew that they weren't going to be very super competitive. So he was using it as development to play Steve to get more reps on the line against actual good competition with Steve. So yeah, I don't know if he'll play them today, but
Can always see it
that's
at
always
this
in the
point.
bag. The bag is pretty deep,
Bag is pretty deep.
medium deep.
Speaking of having a deep bag, Nate Eliminathan over here plays pretty much everybody.
98% of the roster.
Yeah, 98% of the roster indeed. Mains, I believe, Rob and Sora for the most part.
Yeah, Rob and Sora are the top two.
Definitely go-tos, but can play a big portion of the roster.
100%. Yeah, he does favor Rob and Sora pretty heavily, depending on the matchup, of course.
Yeah.
Smash players are very knowledgeable in their matchups, and I am not. But yes, on that Rob and Sora, and then his secondaries are I guess they would be tertiaries, are he would go to Incineroar or just about anybody else. But I know that's definitely one of the ones that he would look towards.
Yeah, definitely one of the ones he wants to look towards. And I think we're about to get into a button check real quick. And if my eyes do not deceive me, that was actually unintended. I didn't mean to make that pun.
Really?
I'm not joking on my life, I promise.
Really?
Looks like we're sending eyes in on Palutena as we go into this possible button check. It might be real. I guess we'll find out in a second. Against Steve.
Yeah, it is definitely going to be eyes coming in first for Shenandoah against Steve. And I know that people are going to be like, well, he wasn't on the team graphic. Well, this is the other player that is in that rotation for that fourth spot with Wayne Blade. They both are attempting to fight for a starting spot on the varsity roster, and definitely two players that are going to look to make a name for themselves. They're that way when Kip and Eliminathan graduate after the semester, they are ready to take that step forward, take that initiative to really hop on that team and keep the wheels moving. Yeah,
because the only player we're going to have left in terms of,
the big three.
The big three, that's a good way of putting it, is going to be Willie. And so, going to have to surround him with some pretty good players next year, try to rebuild that Smash roster. But going through the rest of our Smash roster, I believe I didn't talk about, I think it was just Eyes and Wayne Blade that we didn't talk about. Kip, what do we need to say? He's Pac-Man. Has he ever played someone else other than Pac-Man in a legit matchup?
I have never seen him play anyone other than Pac-Man in a legit matchup.
Yeah.
Truthfully, I have not.
I got no clue. I've never seen it. I don't even know
if he knows what a character looks like.
Does he know that there's a gigantic roster?
I don't think that he knows that there's 86 other characters you can pick from.
He just knows Pac-Man?
Yeah.
Just sees Pac-Man and he's just insta-lock. He can close his eyes probably and just move a stick over to Pac-Man.
I bet you if we blindfolded him, within 2 tries, he can move his stick perfectly to where Pac-Man is and get the color right.
Probably.
I mean,
I would not doubt that.
I don't doubt it. I think he could definitely do it.
We have eyes on Palu, and then Wayne Blade, our substitute, looks like it's going to be, and Pikachu. Plays Pikachu.
Yes, he does.
Plays Pikachu. I did see Eyes played a Fire Emblem character a couple weeks ago, I think.
Corrin?
Corrin, that sounds right.
Yeah, that's his secondary, I believe. Is Corrin.
Secondary, working on the Corrin a little bit. I guess we'll see what happens tonight. Coming out of that button check, I guess we're waiting a little bit longer. Did you see the response to our tier list video?
No.
Dude, everybody was like, man, you guys are so correct.
No, they did not. First off, A, didn't see the replies. B, could promise nobody said that.
Yeah, I mean, the only comments were people left confused by our whims.
Really?
Yeah.
Why do they have Carol else?
Why is Carol the best character on this
Have you ever met Kevin?
Never met Way Awesome Kevin, because honestly, that's the only reason we put K-Rool up there.
Disrespect is crazy.
Disrespect is crazy. And then, I will stand by the fact that Pokemon Trainer by themselves is in F tier, because they literally do just stand there.
Yeah, they're just a cheerleader.
They're just a cheerleader. They're like, you go do stuff. Yeah, or they get sad if the Pokemon doesn't do anything.
Yeah, or falls.
Yeah. Or falls.
And then they just throw out another one.
Yeah, they're like, well, they don't even help. You got to think about it. They don't even help the Pokemon. Like, the Pokemon just gets messed up. It gets beat up and then just does nothing.
And then they run from one side of the stage to the other, and that's it.
That's it.
Sometimes they don't even do that.
Yeah, sometimes they don't. They just stand there.
Yeah, sometimes they
not
really
even
just
work out.
stand there and
go Charizard.
Throw the Pokeball, and
then that's it.
That's literally all it is.
They just wait and then hope they win, I guess. But speaking of hoping to win, we are going to go ahead and head up in this matchup that we hope to win.
Yeah, and we are going to see Eyes on the Palutena against, I believe this is Judair on the Thief.
Yes, the Alex right here, and a combo early on there from Eyes. Got to get some damage going out, but obviously Steve looking to mine some materials, set up some blocks to block any projectiles coming from Palutena.
Yeah, I mean, Eyes doing a really good job here of not giving the Steve really any space to work with, but you can see just a little 5-hit combo gets Eyes up to the quick percent of 43, and when you're fighting a Steve, like, they just want to create space. They want to build a little dirt wall and then mine the ground for an hour and a half and hopefully farm some materials and, craft something and do more damage, hurt you.
And now getting back on the stage, and as we see at Iron Tools looking to find their way back on due to that Elytra, and they do find their way back on now, looking for some damage. Got to mine some more, get some more materials, but Eyes trying not to let that happen. Sends a projectile out towards Steve and is going to take stock number 1 here in this matchup.
Last week when last time I casted with Draw, and Eyes did a really great job of catching a lot of people off stage with the fireball. I forget the actual name for it, and I'm sorry, I'm gonna hurt people by not knowing it. Yeah. But yeah, the fireball catching a lot of people off stage, and I mean, it just does a lot of damage, and it has a big radius. It catches pretty well.
And right now, the block's doing wonders here for Steve as they're going to send a minecart over towards Eyes' direction. Now having trouble getting to the other side. Steve's just able to do whatever they want right now.
Why does he throw a fireball over there? Doesn't that thing go through the wall?
I actually don't know. That's a good question. I guess we should find out hopefully here in a minute. But Palutena is going to get comboed a little bit there, trying to find their way back on the stage, and unfortunately walk right into an axe.
Oh, no. And Steve now has been able to craft with the diamond tools. And if you don't know anything about Steve, but diamond tools do a crap ton of damage. And, well, I mean, one hit is like 14% or something like that.
Oh,
so,
no.
Yeah, I mean, it's just not spelling goodness for anybody, really.
Yeah, right now, Palutena going to use that shield to try and take more space, get back into the middle of the stage, and they will for just a second, but a minecart is going to make them jump right into a grab for Steve, who is now going to use a minecart to send them off the stage. They get back on into a couple more swings. Now trapped in the fence, going to get sent over by another block and then jump straight into fire. Now at 150% health, looking for a way to get back on, and they're going to lose their second stock.
Yeah, and Steve being able to craft with the diamonds so early, just especially in that second stock, is just so beneficial because they're able to do so much with being their best realistic tool in their arsenal with that the diamond, I guess you could say, elevation of their tools. Just does so much more damage, and the fact that they were able to get that at such a low percentage really just allowed him to really take over this game.
And we saw early on, Eyes was able to get a lot of damage and get take a stock there off of Judd, but unable to really get anything since then. The blocks being placed just stopping any progress there on the side of Eyes. Now having trouble getting around the stone blocks. Now 2 double walls going to be set up. Now trying to get it across towards Steve and going to take a swing from the sword now off the stage, looking for a way back on. Judd just going to use that lava to send them back the other way.
Yeah, Judd doing a fantastic job of really keeping the space, and then once they are able to get these tools, they are able to apply so much pressure with all of the utility that Steve has, and just builds a little platform, and Eyes unable to recover through it.
Yeah, Eyes unable to see the ceiling right there and just jump right into it. Not able to collect themselves and get back up there. Unfortunate as they lose all 3 of their stocks. Now Shenandoah sitting at 9 compared to Oakland's 11.
Yes, and it really, it looked like Eyes was dictating the pace of that play, especially during that first stock, right? They were comboing, they were doing everything they could, but once Judair was able to get that diamond tools, he really took over that game, right? He went from his 2 stocks and did not lose another one until actually all of his tools broke. He was able to take all 3 of Eyes' stocks without losing another one after that point.
Yeah, Eyes not able to get any momentum there after the early stock taken. And now Shenandoah looking at a little bit of a hole, down 2 stocks. Who do you think they send in?
I honestly couldn't tell you, because realistically, I think it'll be either Kip or Eliminathan. I think that Willie is pretty secured into that final spot on the roster, that anchor position.
I don't know how I really feel about a Kazuya going into a Steve. Not that I feel confident about any character going into a Steve, but Kazuya specifically might be a tough matchup right there.
I honestly do not know who this one would be. In my personal opinion, it'll probably be Kip, because hopefully Kip can deal with these stocks, and then if he was to go into their next battle and lose, then Eliminathan has counterpick advantage further down the line, and that's able to help them out a little bit, not just after somebody leads, and then you have 3 people to deal from, right? Having counterpick with less people isn't as threatening.
Yeah, not as threatening right there. And I think I would agree with you. Send Kip in next. Now, the problem of this is you want to send in someone as strong as Kip, get in there and take the Steve stocks, try to handle the Steve, maybe losing a stock or 2 in the process of that. But after that, it doesn't end, because after that you get Anthony Isn't Cool, one of the best clouds in the entirety of America.
Yeah.
So it's going to be a long road here for Shenandoah, looking to get this one done here in the first round of the NACE playoffs. Going to be a struggle right now, player picking there. Now, I think I'll be able to tell who's playing here based off the song they pick. I don't think it is Kip. Okay. Shout out our former Smashcasters, both of the Creighton brothers in chat right now.
Really?
Yeah, they're both in chat right now. Surprisingly, Kip did not pick the Persona 4 music. A little surprised like that. You may not know, but every time he goes in, picks the Persona 4 music. Did not that time. Maybe it's time for him to lock in, because he is going in against Steve. Kip on the Pac-Man, looking to take the rest of these stocks.
Yeah, and you have to see the Steve equal out those stock percentages. Little taunt comes through, and now this game is, in fact, alive. And Kip already looking to not give Judair any sort of progression through this. While then Judair was actually able to farm and get those iron tools pretty early on.
Yeah, right now Steve just playing Minecraft while Kip is playing Smash Brothers, and they're just biding their time as they collect materials. Now at iron tools, going to be a tough time here for Kip, looking to get back on stage. Sends a fire hydrant down, but gets blocked by the shield. Now Alex looking to send the fire hydrant back towards Pac-Man's way. Gets caught by the minecart there for a second. Now both players just trying to get some damage here early on. Kip's sitting at 77%.
It's so weird, because normally Kip is one of those or Pac-Man, or Kip on Pac-Man is usually one of those people that want to create distance, right? They want to be able to farm these tools, but you really can't afford to do that versus Steve, because if you give them space, the space is a lot more beneficial to them than if it was to you.
Yeah, and right now space is what's being created by all those dirt blocks, and plus that wooden plank block over there, as a minecart's going to get them over to the other side of the stage. Fire hydrant going to get blocked by a couple blocks right there, sent back towards Kip's way. Now a non-factor until another fire hydrant gets placed. Going to disappear right there, as now the diamond, I believe that's diamond tools are in play.
Diamond tools, yes.
This is going to be tough for Kip to come back from it here, as he's sitting at 110%, looking to collect these last 2 stocks off of Steve.
Yeah, and he already, Judair was already able to find another diamond there on the floor, but is actually out of pickaxe, so he's not going to have just quite as efficient farming, but still already having that diamond, and recrafts the pickaxe to then be able to farm some more, although at 75%, Kip has to be careful here, as he has 50 more.
Now Kip went grocery shopping just a second ago, found that bell, got a stun there for a second, but unable to follow up on that. Now getting sent off the stage by the minecart, looking for a way back on, straight into a swing there from Judd. Gonna take that stock off of Kip. Kip now with just 2 remaining. Shenandoah at 8 to Oakland's 11.
Oh, just out of reach there for the up smash. Kip trying to find just any sort of connection that he can to really even this one out and take care of at least one of these stocks, but Judair not making it easy for him.
Yeah, not making it easy at all. It's tough when you're facing diamond tools. You got minecarts being sent at you every single second. Bell going to get the stun, though, and lead to a stock taken for Kip. That was kind of out of nowhere. Steve just hanging on the ledge there. Unfortunately, a Bell flying towards their head, and it's going to stun them, and Kip gets the stock. Now, Steve sitting at 1 stock remaining here. Shenandoah at 8, Oakland at 10. Kip looking to keep these 2 stocks going up into the next match.
Oh, Kip doing a quite good job of getting the Steve off of the ledge there and getting a lot of pressure, but as you can see, just Steve hitting just a few hits in a row with all of these tools just does so much damage over a short period of time.
Yeah, right now swinging those gold tools around, trying to get more damage there on the Kip. As Gallagher goes around, sends the fire hydrant out of the way, but now he's stunned, and Steve's just going to get a huge swing there for a good bit of damage, but not enough to take the stock just yet. Kept going grocery shopping on his way back up to the stage. Going to get a couple swings there as the fire hydrant gets ricocheted there off of a few items. Now Steve going back to mining, going back to looking for some more items, but a swing straight through those blocks. Going to send Kip off the stage, who looks back to get on and runs into an anvil, unfortunately.
Yeah, and as you can see, as soon as Judair is able to take those stocks, he actually elects to craft the diamond tools immediately just to truly get the most amount of value for them. Since he is on his last stock, he really has nothing, no bars left to hold, if you will.
Yeah, and right now that minecart's going to do a whole lot of damage. Kip not playing too well into the spacing game here. Steve is just facing Kip away as minecart gets sent, but the fire hydrant going to take some damage off of Steve. Looking for that Bell stun, not going to get it, but does get a drop kick, sends Steve off the stage, and a strawberry there is going to keep him off for a little bit longer as they get back onto the ledge and get stunned by the Bell. Kip has a chance to do something, but unable to find anything right there. Anvil back on, another stun, but the block in the way. However, Steve flies straight into a move there from Kip, takes the stock.
Wow, that was kind of cool. I don't even know how he ended up above.
Yeah, I don't know
Kip.
what happened right there.
Because does the Bell, like, after they're stunned, I guess flings them a little bit if you elect not to hit them?
Yeah, because they were stunned there for a second. I guess that is probably what happened. They get stunned in midair for a second and then get sent back the way they were already going. Or maybe because of how they hit.
Yeah, I don't know. We'll look at the replays here, but unfortunately we do have to watch Kip lose 2 stocks before we are able to see.
That's messed up.
Just what happened there.
Yeah, I mean, it was just kind of normal Steve stuff, right? Just play some blocks, using the minecart to keep Kip away, and then eventually, though, Kip was able to find his way in. And let's take a look at what happened here in just a second.
Yeah, this was unfortunate.
Yeah,
this sword swings through and is able to hit, and Kip hitting the side of the stage actually is unable to get him. But we can see here, gets the Bell, flings him up, and then we can see the connection that shoots him out of the top of the screen.
Gets stunned and then just gets off the hit, starts flying towards him, and Kip just reads it, sends him flying upwards, takes that last stock, as Shenandoah now sitting at, I believe, 7 stocks to Oakland's 9.
Yes, this is true, and the one good thing is that if Kip is able to go out there and get a stock or 2, then Eliminathan has that counter pick advantage into whoever comes next. The only downside is that they still have Anthony in the back that we have to deal with, but we still have a Willie.
We do still have a Willie. We have 3 players left, Kip with 1 stock remaining. Now that Judd is gone, Steve off the table, we think. Who knows if any of these other players on Oakland's side has a Steve in their back pocket.
Right.
But according to the notes, no more Steve. However, a lot of other tough characters to deal with on the horizon for Shenandoah. Like we mentioned multiple times already, Anthony isn't cool, one of the best clouds in North America. Right there. You have Rob, period, who plays Snake.
Yeah.
So that's a tough character to deal with. Spectre on Ness. Those are the starters. And it looks like we're going to get spoiled here in just now. And it looks like they're going to be sending a Rob, period, in on Snake.
Yeah, I know this is probably not one of Pac-Man's best matchups due to the fact that when you generate that space with Pac-Man, Snake is actually able to do quite a lot with the space of his own. But Snake is also quite a good brawler character that perfectly matches Pac-Man's lineup, I guess you could say.
Yeah, close quarter combat is Snake's specialty, but so is waiting it out. And so this could be a very, very, very slow match depending on how you play it. Kip could play aggressive, just trying to take as many stocks as he can before he loses his. And right now we see some projectiles Snake is sending out, trying to get some early damage. Both players sitting around that 30 to 40% range to start this one off.
I was watching our Smash team play doubles a couple days ago, and they were doing random doubles. And I know that might be like random double friendlies is quite a interesting format for people to play. I guess it's just on the fun side.
Yeah.
But I think Willie got Snake, and Kyle was talking about, or sorry, Kit was talking about how like that Snake in doubles is like one of the worst things of all time, because it's like not only do you have to watch 2 people, but you have to watch every projectile ever. So it's just really funny.
Yeah.
And it's like we're watching singles, like solo game, and it still looks like there's just nothing but projectiles going on.
Yeah, Kip not going in very often, trying to stay away, but it's working in Snake's favor as all the projectiles getting a whole lot of damage here to start off this one. Kip sitting at 113%, trying to keep as much of his health as he can, trying to take at least 1 stock here in this matchup. The Fire Hydrant going to stop that projectile at least for a second, but a weird ricochet is going to hit both players. Going to take some damage off that. Now Snake sitting above 100. Kip, though, has a bell, looking for the stun. Shield going to stop that for now. Looking to go grocery shopping once more. Fire Hydrant gets sent up in the air, but a grab is going to send Snake off the side of the stage. Looking to get back on. Does. Bell almost hits him, but dodges that. Sends some grenades Kip's way.
Yeah, and Kip's doing a fantastic job here. The Snake is almost like egging him on to like, come fight me, come get close to me, because he's just able to throw all of these grenades all over, and you have to be so careful and so aware of where everything is on the ground, between the C4s, between the grenades, between the homing missiles or the controllable missiles. There's just so much to look for, but Kip doing a fantastic job of keeping his distance as well as his awareness high, being able to see anything, and oh no. Oh, if that back throw would have connected first, he would have taken that stock. That would have been, I think that is a killing throw, but the projectile explosion goes off, and Kip unfortunately losing that stock just before the Snake loses that stock. That is so close.
Yeah, that was so close. Now, if you want, you are the Smash connoisseur between the both of us. What did, I mean, compared to me, you are.
Well, we don't
Snake,
know a lot of. We don't really know a lot.
How did Snake kill him there? Because I noticed that Kip had him in the swing on the grab.
So
what did Snake do? Was it a rogue grenade that I missed?
So no, it wasn't a grenade. I don't know what it is because I don't know anything. But there's one move that he plants a mortar and it shoots the missile straight up and then it falls back down. So he
shot on the fall back down.
That's when Kip grabbed him. It fell back down, blew up, and exploded upon Kip before the throw was able to.
That's okay.
Land.
Yeah, that's even more unfortunate now that I know exactly what happened compared to when I was just watching what my eyes were telling me. If anybody watched the JJK episode today, that's kind of like almost a reference to that. Same thing happened in that episode. Just a complete derail of the conversation, but felt like I had to mention that.
I can't watch subs, so I have to watch dub.
You have to wait for the dub to come out.
Well, I can't read the words that fast and see the scene. So by the time I'm done reading reading what happens, I go to look up to see like what correlates to the words.
Yeah.
And it's gone.
It's gone. It's nowhere to be found.
I have to go read again. Like if I wanted to read, I just open a book.
Do you do that very often?
Actually, yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Favorite book?
My favorite book, I'm a child, so Harry Potter. I like Harry Potter.
You know what? That's fair.
I read Harry Potter, but I'm reading ACOTAR right now.
Yeah?
Yes.
Never heard of that book.
A Court of Thorns and Roses.
Okay, there we go. I have heard of that. I
There
just
you go.
didn't know the acronym.
That's what I'm currently reading.
But all right. Get
back on track.
Get the conversation back on track. As we saw Kip losing that last stock, Snake entering into this next matchup still with all 3 of their stocks remaining. I guess, like you mentioned before, we were hoping that the situation we believe Nate will be in would have been a little bit better. Maybe Kip could have gotten a stock.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, unable to because of that crazy moment. Honestly, just unfortunate there. But we are going to see Nate come in, and it's going to be on Rob, which is very funny because the other person's name is.
Yeah, I wonder how often this happens, if it ever happens at all. But I don't know. I know that Snake is not one that anyone on either of our teams actually plays regularly, so I'm not sure how much practice he really gets against a Snake player. So I'm curious.
Yeah, I mean, I'm curious to see that as well, as some early brawling here leads us to both players being around 50% here in damage taken. But Rob's got those hands looking to swing back at Snake. That's going to get a little confusing here. I keep saying Rob.
Yeah, you might just have to call them by their character names in this case, I guess.
Yeah, Rob, Snake using those projectiles to try and keep Eliminathan off the stage. He gets back on, runs into some kicks there from Snake, who both characters shield, and more kicks are going to send Rob back off the stage. Now trying to avoid that missile that's coming straight for him.
Goodness.
Yeah, able to avoid that just barely.
How do you do anything against that, though? It's like if he went back to the stage there at all, he gets hit by that missile and dies anyway. That's crazy. You're
kind of like just in a catch-22. There's nothing you can really do there, like you mentioned. And
is Snake still statistically the best character in Smash Bros. Right now? Because I know he's at worst top 3. I think like top 3 right now are like Steve, Sonic, Snake, I think are what people's consensus are for the best character.
Yeah, it's like a little bit of like Steve at 1 and then a little bit of a gap, and then those two kind of neck and neck.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
But
that sounds right.
I think Snake was the best for a really, really long time, and that up tilt is going to connect and is unable to keep Eliminathan within the blessing.
Yeah, right now at this point, Eliminathan just going to have to hope to try and finish this first stock off, leave Willie in somewhat of a better position here. But Eliminathan looking to keep Snake off of the side of the stage. He comes back on, runs into a few. Got a combo right there. Going to send Snake off the side and loses their first stock. Yeah, trying to bring this one back.
It's so unfortunate for Eliminathan because like there's so many times that he's gotten the Rob in a good spot where he can do a lot of damage, but just because of the grenades, like he either gets hit out of his combo or Snake gets hit out of the combo, and then he's just unable to really chain all that damage together, and then he loses basically all his progress.
Yeah, it's probably like a minefield here for Eliminathan.
Right? Like the amount of damage that the Snake has done outside of grenades is like maybe 15%. Yeah. And the other 100% is just like grenade chip damage, and then you don't see a C4 and you die. That's literally all that Snake is.
Yeah. I mean, it felt like couldn't go to the ground because there were 5 million grenades on the ground bouncing around, and then you go up into the air. What's chasing you? A missile.
Yeah,
a missile just
you can't do anything there.
There's nothing you can really do. That's a tough draw there for Eliminathan, as he's going to lose all 3 of his stocks. Now Shenandoah down to their last player here in the first game of the first round of NACE playoffs.
Yeah, you can see this is what I'm talking about. Because look, this missile, like how do you dodge that? And then you're floating because you used your air dodge, and then the down air catches and you just like explode. And then look up tilt, after dodging all of that or getting all that chip damage from the grenades, and like you'll see what I'm talking about, by the way. Like look right here. So Eliminathan catches Snake high in the air right here, goes to use the up tilt. That would have killed, but he gets blown out of it by the grenade. Luckily, that Eliminathan still follows it up and is able to get that. But you can see what I mean. Like, there's so many times that happens, and he just gets like killed out of everything. And that C4 hidden on that platform, and Snake baits him into it. Not much you can do. There's so much to like think about, and you have to remember. Like, Snake can charge you, can attack you. There's grenades flying at you. There's missiles, and then also. There is a microscopic C4 that you can barely see planted on the stage.
See it.
And if you land on it at all, it's like immediate 20%. Yeah. Like, it's horrible.
Really tough. Like, genuinely, it's so tough facing good Snake players because of everything you just mentioned. I mean, you have to worry about so much all the time, constantly. You're like, okay, maybe I can just dodge this missile. Oh, wait, if I dodge the missile, the only direction I can dodge the missile in, I'm going to run into a grenade. And then if I run into a grenade, I could end up falling onto the C4 that you can't see. Yeah. It's just really tough. It's a minefield here, as we're going to have Willie coming in on Kazuya, looking to save Shenandoah here in game number 1. This is going to be a tough matchup, too. Snake, all Snake really has to do against Kazuya is just run away, throw in. There's the C4 you see on the top of the stage right there. Now, Kazuya going to get in, though. Get the grab. Be careful on that C4. Got to be careful of that one. Goes away there for a second. Grenade being thrown his way. Shield going to bounce that off. Snake has to shield himself to get it away. A couple ricochet grenades here to start off the fight.
Yeah, really doing a fantastic job of just keeping his distance here. But realistically, he's only taken 1, maybe 2 contacts from the Snake, but is able to connect on the electric and stuns and gets the first stock without too much of a hassle. Now, if Willie's able to then take this next stock without losing one of his own, and he's actually about to hit that rage drive, I guess is technically what the term is. I guess it's not the go meter. That's
it's like the rage drive.
The rage drive, whatever, the 100% boost. It would do a lot to help Willie in that endeavor, but being able to get rid of this stock without losing his own would go more than a mile, more than a kilometer, and really do everything help Willie, but that up tilt is going to connect, and that is going to be Willie losing his first stock here, and now he really cannot afford to lose any else because he is currently at a 2-7 ratio. Now, crazier things have happened. This is very true. However, he should not be forced to do crazy things every week.
Nilo, sorry, I'm taking to my brain, just catching that one right now, and Willie's going to catch a few kicks there to the head. Sends him off the stage there for just a second. Going to get that rage drive, but still in a tough spot when you have 5 million grenades being thrown at you. Snake gets back on, gets some damage in the meantime, looking to dodge those close punches there from Kazuya as a mortar comes flying down and keeps Willie towards the edge of the stage. Snake takes advantage of it and takes Willie's second stock. Now has only 1 stock remaining. Snake has 1 stock remaining. However, Oakland has 6 more left after that.
Right, and even if Willie takes this one, it might be too little, too late. Unfortunately, losing 2 stocks here was probably not in the game plan that Shenandoah drew up. However, also being in this position at all might not have been in the cards.
Yeah, it's a really tough position for Willie to be in, as right now he's trying to do his best to edge guard Snake, keep him off the stage. However, Snake falls down below. Willie gets a few more hits in. Mortar comes down, going to be null and void. Willie gets over the other side of the stage. Just going to decide to run up to Snake, and is going to be a bad decision there. Takes some damage right there, but Snake's sitting at 140%. There's still a chance for Willie to take this. A few rogue punches, gonna get 1 hit out of there, and Snake picking up the grenade almost ends up losing his stock for it.
I think the grenade saved him.
Yeah.
I truthfully think the grenade kept him within the blast zone. Otherwise, he would have been chopped cheddar.
Chopped cheddar indeed. Right now, as a grab is going to take some more damage, but a kick is going to take Snake's last stock. Willie is going to survive for now.
Yeah, Willie escaping that one, taking the 2 with losing 2. Unfortunate for him and the rest of Shenandoah. Now you have Willie with 1 stock against the world. Can he do it?
Yeah, 1 stock against the world. Snake taken care of for now. Snake, Steve, both characters out of the way. And however, this is exactly what I was mentioning before. There are plenty of annoying characters and players on the horizon for Shenandoah.
Yeah, as well as their best player.
Yeah, as well as their best player and one of the best cloud players in America.
Yeah.
But we're going to take a look at how we got to this point here from Willie's perspective. You know, really tough because, I mean, obviously Kazuya just trying to get in your face at all times.
Right.
And Snake is like the definition of not letting you do that.
Yeah, literally. Like the worst part is that Snake also wants to get in your face, but at the same time, he's in your face, and so is about 98 other projectiles.
Yeah, it's not just Snake you have to worry about. It's those grenades, it's the mortars, it's the rockets, it's the C4, it's all of that. And when you have to take into account all of those weapons at Snake's disposal, it gets really tough. Thank you. I appreciate it. Yep. Slam dunk, alley-oop right there. Huge work. Thank you. I appreciate it so much. Sometimes
hey, it's okay, man.
Sometimes I got a line that's cooking. I'm like, ooh, this is going to be good. And then I'm just like...
You ramble on trying to find a perfect place to put it in, and then you lose it.
And then I just lose it.
Yep, it happens, man.
I just lose it.
It happens. And, you know, that's the way that the cookie crumbles. Shout out Crumble Cookie.
Yeah, you know what's funny? I was going to say something about that because they just added a new Oreo cookie variant. Yeah. It's like a sandwich Oreo now. It's like got some like breading below the.
They can't tell we like cookies.
Yeah, we love cookies. I know there's someone in the back production room that also loves cookies producing right now. But we're gonna go ahead and go into this possible last matchup here in game number 1. Willie going to be taking on Oakland's min player, I believe, Avian.
You know, the one thing I said before this was that min isn't this like Kazuya's worst matchup too? Like one of them, I guess you could say, especially since it's online, but isn't Min like statistically one of his worst, I believe? I'm not sure.
I would assume so. I mean, if you just look at Min playing right now, they have all the range in the world they need to keep Kazuya out of their face, and they don't ever really need to get up and close and personal with a Kazuya.
Right. Because all of their hits are like medium range, which is just outside of Kazuya's range, but still brawling. Yeah, crazy. So,
like, once Kazuya gets in there, I think he has a chance, but, like, before that, it's really tough too.
Catch.
But it doesn't matter. Willie's going to take the first stock here, but still at 80%. It's dangerous territory.
Yeah, I mean, this one is going to come down to how bad Willie wants it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He's got to dig deep for this one if he really wants to pull the team out of the trenches, but regardless, even if a miracle was to happen and Willie walk out of here alive with a stock remaining, he's still got to play Anthony.
Yeah, you got to take this next stock as early as you can. You guys rage drive, dodging those swings from the Min as much as he can now. Has Min at the edge, looking for a combo, but Min can lay out off of the stage all day long if they really wanted to.
Holy crap. He gets sent. Good Lord. Yeah, the ability to also, like, oh, and the reflect. Oh, no.
Yeah, I don't think either of us thought it was going to end in that moment.
No, I was not ready for it to end there. That one caught me off guard a little bit.
Yeah, off guard just a little bit here as Shenandoah is going to lose game number 1 here in this best-of-3, round 1 of NACE playoffs against Oakland. Tough scenes here going into game number 2. Willie doing his best job as he can to try and stay in this one for the team. But at the end of the day, you're facing a Min on the caliber of the players you're playing against. It's going to be tough.
Yeah, 100%. You can't expect to go out there and play Mickey Mouse. It's just not going to happen. And we see the slow-mo, the reflect coming through, and I'm sure Willie probably was not expecting that one to happen either, as he just wanted to apply some pressure. That way he could get back to that ledge, get back to stage, and still have a fighting chance. But Min playing with a brain cell, able to reflect it right back into Willie's Crondolium. $3 word, Crondolium.
Word. Oh my god!
3-0
It's
on the
been
day.
so long since we've been like
$3 word.
keeping track of
3-0.
that. I feel like
3-0.
it's been a few weeks since we've casted. I completely forgot about that.
That's right. Crondolium's a $3 word.
I don't know if my brain's gonna work well enough tonight to hit a good word. Get some good dollars
absolute
off
max $4 word maybe tonight.
Yeah, I might get a $3 word.
Yeah, maybe.
If that even exists, does that exist?
Crondolium.
Oh, you did just see what I mean?
What do we do?
See what I mean? See what I mean?
Clearly.
Oh, clearly.
I could use a grilled cheese right now. Just saying.
I could use a grilled cheese too.
You know what?
Being honest. You know, imagine right now we cut the gameplay and then nobody watching stream sees it, but producer just brings back some grilled cheeses and some tomato soup with us.
It wouldn't make it back here. It wouldn't make it this far. What do you mean?
This is a hypothetical. This is obviously a
back?
hypothetical. This would never happen in a real life scenario.
Yeah, there's 0% chance.
But imagine if our producer making some funny jokes in our headsets. But just imagine, like right now, in front of us, we just had some tomato soup and some grilled cheese.
So, hot take. Actually, this is not a hot take.
Huh?
I don't like tomato soup. I am not a tomato soup person. I am, ready for this though, great substitute, baked potato soup. And then you add bacon, shocker, and cheese, shocker, on the top, and it becomes a loaded baked potato soup. Oh my, holy crap, man. That's enough to that's enough to like wet your gullet.
That's enough to kill you.
That's a good way to go.
You know what? Fair play. That is probably.
Hey, hello, Twitter. Like,
that is a good way to go.
That's a great way to go.
Yeah, last meal. Like, what do you want? I want a baked potato.
Loaded
baked potato soup with grilled cheese.
And shout out Monster. And then a Monster on the side. That's one way to go. That's a way to go.
That's a good way to go.
We'll take
that. You know what?
10 out of 10 bleed out spot.
I can agree with that. I will just 10. Did you say 10 out of 10 bleed out spot?
Have you seen people post on?
Yeah.
I love those videos so much.
And it's always the Blade Runner, like Ryan Gosling laying in the snow and he's bleeding out on the steps and he's kind of just like
they cut to that and then they cut to like where they are and it's just like the most beautiful scenery
spot. And
ever.
It's like they're either in like a snowy environment on like the water or something like that.
Yeah, or
and
like
it's beautiful, or they're like in a mountain range and it's like so sunny. The light is like bouncing off the trees. You know,
a
going
goat hopping across the grass. You never know, man. Scenery and stuff, man.
Right now, though, we're going to be getting ready to head into our second game here between Shenandoah University and Oakland University. We are going to once again see Eyes lead off for the Hornets, but this time on Corinth.
Yeah, I mean, this is a perfect opportunity. Like, Shenandoah probably know that this is a difficult matchup, and these are some very talented players, and oh my gosh, and he just gets absolutely floored by some dirt blocks. You know, normal Minecraft, His sword doesn't have efficiency 5. That's why. That's what's going on.
Oh my God! Didn't
Are we
enchant
serious?
it. Not enough books.
No,
not enough bookcases.
Didn't bother to get the librarian. Like, what are we doing?
Didn't bother to do that.
If he enchanted his sword with efficiency 5, we would not be losing this right now.
We probably wouldn't be losing it because like it's different because
Oh
like
my
you
God,
don't need materials. Just swings himself through the TNT. Now sends it flying back
Wait,
to
don't get
Steve's
close to it.
direction.
Wait,
now
don't get close
Steve
to it.
looking to just stay off stage there for a second, using some wooden planks to do so, and going to send the minecart underneath. A jump there from Eyes, who kind of in a scary position here, trying to get down to the bottom of the stage, but Steve looking to not make that happen. And right now, going to get swung at right into a minecart. Corrin goes now off the stage and trying to get back on and just going to get swung at and loses their second stock.
Yeah, I mean, this is a good opportunity for Eyes to practice the secondary character against a very capable and threatening opponent. But, you know, the Steve is making quick work of Eyes' efforts to develop, I guess you could say.
Yeah, I mean, what do you, honest, oh my.
Genuine question.
I was going to bring up a talking point, but that kind of just.
Like, genuine question, like, why go off the stage if they're just going to put the blocks down and block you back on
Isn't
the
that
stage?
how they lost?
That's how they lost their first stock.
Their first
So why'd
stock,
they
their
do it
first
again?
game? I mean, I think you're just in a tough position having to deal with all of Steve's tactics. Let's say tactics and weapons.
Shenanigans.
Shenanigans. That's a
$2
good
word.
That's
got it.
word.
That's a $1 word. That's a dollar. That's a buck.
Because I feel like it's so common.
Yeah.
Shenanigans is very common.
But that's a great word, though.
I'm a
$4.
little befuddled. What about befuddled?
Oh, really?
Befuddled. What? How many?
$3 word.
$3 word?
Yeah.
I'll take it.
4-3.
I'll take $3.
That's a great word. Holy crap.
I mean,
that's a
befuddled.
word of the calendar word of the day.
Yeah.
That's
befuddled.
Yeah, that's a whew, what a pull.
What a
Wow.
pull.
I
Unfortunately,
am taken aback. That's a great word, man. Whew. Where were we?
I like the befuddled. We were talking about the fact that when you're dealing with all those shenanigans there from Steve, you end up walking into some slow motion replays.
Yeah,
we're
so
going to watch right here.
Yeah, that great job by Steve to actually get them back, and you have to kind of use your recovery as fast as possible, as you don't want Steve to be able to get those blocks down. But
yeah,
I mean, we just see this here, and look, off stage again. Granted, like, they kind of let themselves fall. If they didn't let themselves fall that low,
yeah,
like, I think that was recoverable. It's almost as if they waited for the blocks to come down as a challenge.
I'm sorry. I'm still laughing. The music in the replay is just getting slowed down. They sound pretty funny. But I want to talk a little bit about just the steps, the philosophy behind that choice to go to Corrin. Because, like, realistically, right?
I don't know about that one.
You struggle against Steve. Whether that's because you don't think you're as good of a player as the other player is, or whether because Steve is just a nuisance to deal with.
Yeah, it's a little bit of both, probably.
My main didn't work the first time. You took a stock, but like you want to take more because that's it, in the long run going to help the team. When if you don't, Willie's going to be down 1-7, 1-6. It's getting a little tough. So you're like, maybe I just take a swing because I only took one stock before. What's the worst that can happen if I switch my other character and maybe get a different game plan out there? But then you're in a spot where it's like, now I'm not warmed up, and this is my secondary character that I'm not as comfortable with.
Exactly.
And comfortability, I think, is one of the most important things when you're playing against a player that you think is above your skill level.
Yes.
Because if you're not comfortable and then you're just in a blender, then you're just like, your mental is just thrown out the window. You're not feeling great. If you at least stick with the character you're comfortable with, I think that your mind is at least a little more clear to make some decisions and maybe take a stock. But like, obviously, we're not the professionals. We're not out there playing.
We don't know nothing.
It's just a tough position to be in the entire way right now. Just got a producer in my ear telling me Texas is down by 1 with how much time left?
In a minute.
Minute left.
They
Close
need
game
me.
Between them and Purdue. They need you.
If I was there, we wouldn't be down.
Really?
Absolutely not. I'm tackling their best player.
Tackling?
Tackling the other team's
You're
best
just gonna
player.
be the foul guy? You're just gonna be the foul guy?
Oh my God, I'm getting somebody.
I'm so down. Honestly, I'm
hurting somebody.
Be a foul guy. Like, I would be like, just who's that? Zaza Pachulia. If anybody,
what a pull.
Yeah, the guy. He was kind of just Golden State's foul guy.
Literally,
he was just their foul guy, trying to be a nuisance to everybody else. And that kind of worked out for them. So I'd be down to be that for like any basketball team. Yeah.
All right, going back to the Super Smash Bros. Action, though. Yeah, no, I agree. I think that going like, yes, your secondary comfortable is still a character that you're comfortable with, but when there's so much of a gap between like your potential and your primary and your secondary, I feel like you just shouldn't make that switch. Like, if that's me, I'm just gonna play my main. Like, it's not like I'm in a spot to try something new on my secondary as if there's going to be a insanely drastic different result due to the gap between my primary and my secondary. I feel like I would just stay on my primary.
Yeah, and
because then I'm almost guaranteed to at least get one if they play the right way.
I mean, honestly, I guess like maybe you just think the risk is worth the reward. Like you take the risk and you're just like, I took the one stock last time, so it's not that much of a deviation if I don't take any here.
Yeah, but
like I think
it is.
But like here, I'm trying to logically put together.
All right, can I counter your logic?
Sure.
So last set, when Eyes only took one, Kip came in and lost 2 to take 2, and now Kip's in a 3-on-3 situation. I lied. It is actually Eliminathan going in on the Rob, and it is going to be a 3-on-3 situation for him. So this is like where it comes down to it, where it's like, yes, the result might not be different. Like, it's only one stock, but like now, like Jude Air on Steve is going to play so much more confident because he has 3 stocks. Like, he's basically, oh my gosh, hey, if anyone plays Dead by Daylight, Bill, borrowed time perk. Yeah, he's playing on borrowed time right now. That's a pull.
Yeah, honestly, I agree with your logic there. I guess I was just trying to figure out like what the philosophy was that they were sending themselves in as Corin. But
I'm understanding. I'm picking up what you're putting down.
That not the what we're going to talk about at the moment. We're going to go ahead and talk about this matchup right now. Nate Eliminathan looking for a combo. Going to get hit by the anvil.
Great tech.
Great tech. Going to get him back on the stage.
Whoa!
And into a combo.
Whoa, that was crazy.
Off the stage, including a lot of damage there. Nate, huge plays there from Nate, looking to block that magma block with the shield.
Dude, it
dodges his way back into the middle of the stage.
It looked like Alex was swimming on the ground, and Nate was just like, just, I mean, putting in work.
Putting in work, and you're going to have to put in work to get those blocks out of the way to stop Steve from just mining and crafting, over and over and over again. Found a diamond on Iron Tools right now. Going to send that mine card on over to Eliminathan.
Wait, you know what would be so cool in this game?
What?
Is you know how like Minecraft has achievements? If like when they pull, oh no way, that block just saved them. If they pulled the achievement and every time that Steve mined a diamond, it says that Steve like your character got the diamonds achievement for Minecraft, that'd be so cool.
That would be cool.
Oh, what a spot dodge. Holy crap, man.
Yeah. Nate here going to get put into a combo, but dodges the blocks on the rest of that. Sends a Beyblade in Steve's way. Going to get some damage off that. Gets hit by a minecart. Now both players at the middle of the stage. Steve looking for some more materials. Going to swing a little bit there. Whiffs and gets grabbed here by Eliminathan. Sends them headfirst with a tombstone pile driver into the ground. Going to take the first stock off of Steve.
I mean, and like here we go now. Like now Jude are already having diamond tools and plenty of, I guess you could say, percent to work with to be able to just farm away and eliminate them. Unable to really pressure due to the fact that if he gets close to that wall, that one swing from that diamond sword can just come through and basically eliminate, get it? Any chance that he has of keeping himself alive, and he's actually trapped in that block.
Yeah, finds his way out of that, dodges a minecart being sent his way. Now Steve looking to send another minecart. Rob stuck off stage, and Steve going to chase him out there, take the second stock from Eliminathan, who's now sitting at 1. Needs to be very careful right now as he's in a huge combo there, going to get sent back off stage, sitting at 66%.
Yeah, and this is where the effect of Steve takes over and absolutely just able to run away with it, really. I mean, so much, able to do just so much with how much versatility and utility they have and bring to the roster, and jumps over that wall. One swing of that pickaxe is not going to be enough to take out Eliminathan on the Rob, but Eliminathan going to take a minecart to the jaw and is going to lose that last stock.
Yeah, fortunately, minecart to the jaw is going to take that last stock, like you said, and right now, Steve going on a tear through the Shenandoah roster, taking their first 2 players out here in game number 2. Getting into dire territory here for the Hornets.
Yeah, this is going to be a do or die time. Now, you kind of need your statistical two best players of Kip and Willie to really come back from this and give the team a fighting chance. You kind of need someone to come out here and take two without losing any to even have a chance of bringing this one back within reach for the Hornets.
Yeah, unfortunately, in a big deficit right here as Steve still has their two stocks. Right now, Oakland still has 11, Shenandoah at 6. It's looking real tough here for the Hornets as we look at these replays. I mean, just more Steve stuff, the shenanigans.
The situation is getting ditosterous. Yo, how many? I'll let you choose that one.
What's the max?
The max is probably $5 word. Ditosterous.
Dude, that's I'm gonna be honest. I don't think I've ever heard that word.
You wanna know why? It's not a real word. It's actually ditosterous is not a real word.
And you know what? You got to give me some props here because like I threw all logic out the window just because I trusted you.
You know what? That's your mistake. No, listen. Me and
my all logic out the window.
Shout out to my friend Ethan. But we literally took. He took like 2 hours one day to craft the realest sounding fake word of all time, and he came up with ditosterous. Brilliant. It sounds real.
Okay, so did he come up with a definition for it?
Yes.
What's the definition?
I can't say.
Okay.
It's TOS. I cannot say the definition of ditosterous.
I honestly should have known. I don't even know why I asked that. I don't know why I asked that. You use it on broadcast?
Yeah, but nobody. No, it's not a real word. So they can't look it up. They can't look it up, so it's not even a real word. Like they can't even.
Yeah, they can.
They can't look it up. No, they can't. It's not a real word, Moss. They can't look up the definition because
don't crash it on broadcast. Don't crash it on broadcast.
We know. I am one of like the 4 people that know the definition of ditosterous.
You've been waiting to use that word on broadcast for so long, haven't you?
So good. It's
all right, that's a negative. You just lost $1 from your word usage earlier.
All right, so 4-4. All right, cool.
And then
I will share the definition of ditosterous later.
Okay, thank you.
That way you can use it.
Maybe next time you'll know not to take advantage of my trust like that. That was really messed up. But I feel betrayed.
Look, ready? Hand up. Ooh, that's a big hand up. I got to put a hand up. That's on me. I wasn't trying to take advantage. I just wanted to sound cool.
Go ahead.
To sound intelligent.
And move on to our next matchup here as Kip comes into this fight against Steve. Now, I mentioned this is round 1 of the playoffs. Kip is graduating after the semester. This is a big set here for him.
Yeah, potentially Kip's last game as a competitor for Shenandoah, and it is absolutely heartbreaking to think about, but let's not hope that, let's hope not, let's not hope, I don't know how to say that Kip is not letting the emotions get to him at this point. How do you say that? Like,
I don't know. I think he did the best they could.
Let's
right
hope
now,
that it's not.
Kip is doing the best he can to try and keep that minecart away from him, dodging that one right there, trying to get up in Steve's face to stop the mining and the crafting here as he's going to kick some dirt blocks away, fires down on the ground. Not really useful right now as Kip trying to get up into Steve's face. A couple swings of those diamond tools is going to keep him away. Take some damage there from Kip. Got to just barely dodge the swing of that sword. Has a bell, but unfortunately gets stuck in the minecart. Jumps straight into a swing from another Steve tool. Right now, Block looking to stop him. Right into the anvil. Dodges it just barely. Another minecart going to be caution. Going to make Kip cautious here.
Yeah, and Kip doing a fantastic job of going grocery shopping, as Moss likes to say, and going to hopefully get these bells that if they connect at this point, they're going to be absolutely lethal. And Kip trying to absolutely Tom Brady that one through the 2 wood blocks there, but is unable to do so.
Yeah, looks to send that bell Steve's way, and unfortunately not able to get anything out of that. Going to try to get away from the Steve's upward swings. The fire hydrant going to get sent back towards Kip. Dodges it there with the shield for just a second. Now having to dodge some more swings. Steve chasing after Kip right there. Now Kip doing the opposite, trying to get towards Steve. Gonna get hit off the stage, looking to find his way back on, but this is dangerous. This is where this Steve has thrived the entire night, and he is going to go ahead and take the first stock here off of Kip.
Yeah, that down smash connects. The lava bucket able to put Kip into a 2-2 situation, but Kip having a lot of percent here. Abel catches the down air, is able to equalize pretty quickly, and now if Kip wants any chance of Proceeding to the next one, he's going to need to deal with this stock before losing his own.
Yeah, and right now, Kip taking that second stock there off of Steve, but once you get put off stage and, you know, Steve starts placing blocks on the edge, it is incredibly tough to get back on stage, even if you have the recovery of Kip. Kip getting bounced back multiple times, running straight into that block and going to get ricocheted off the side of the stage multiple times, bouncing off the minecart multiple times, and eventually going to get finished off there by the pickaxe. Now, Kip sitting at his last stock, looking to do something with that Galaga.
I'm not gonna lie, whoever put Steve in the game, like, hates this game. They did it as a vendetta. $1. Surely vendetta is $1.
$1 indeed, and one stock both players are sitting at here as Steve looking to contain Kip with some blocks right there. Eventually getting out of that one, dodges the minecart now, putting in the combo on Steve, but almost gets placed back in the minecart, just barely dodges it, but doesn't dodge that pickaxe swing. Now Diamond Tools in the anvil, gonna pose a threat here for Kip. Gets back on the stage, uses a shield and dodges the minecart, trying to find this kill here, trying to find some more damage, looking to throw the bell, get the stun, not able to, but Steve runs right into the grab now, throwing a minecart, looking to get back on stage, places some blocks, but gonna get stunned by the bell. Oh! And leads to a stop taken. Kip takes the last stock here from Steve, going to survive for now.
Yeah, that was pretty cool. I like that. Ooh. That was stressful. I'm not gonna lie. Kip getting edge guarded like that. I mean, dude, what the? I would have died like 5 times.
How many ricochets was that? They were just like you just bounced like it was like pinball.
It was something.
It's like pinball bouncing back and forth.
Pac-Man's a ball.
Pac-Man is a ball.
Yeah,
kind of a ball. He's ball shaped.
He is circular.
Circular.
Yeah. Anyway,
spherical.
Fantastic job done by Kip to take those two, taking a even 4-4 record individually against the Pac-Man, the Steve, I believe. Judair walking out of these 2 sets so far with a very positive kill-death ratio.
Yeah, we're going to go ahead and take a look at these replays. I want to see exactly what happened here. I mean, we've seen this all
down there,
all night with Judair. Once they get the other player off the stage in, below it as well, they just place multiple blocks and go straight into edge guard mode and have
look at
not
boom,
look
boom,
at
boom,
that. Boom, boom, boom.
And then boom, boom, and then
lava everywhere.
And pickaxe dead.
What can you do there?
Nothing.
You can't do anything, can you?
Hope, pray, whatever you
hope,
believe
pray,
in. And doing whatever you can. But Kip, look at this. That was like
read the bounce. That's the second time. And the first time he took the last stock from Steve, it was kind of the same scenario. Just instead of like the whatever the diagonal move was that we just saw, you're gonna have to correct me. Yeah, no, like the bell, and then did the waka 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 thing. And
I'm sorry. The what?
That's what Pac-Man says. Waka 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 waka.
The what?
You heard me. You're just trying to get me to say it again.
Like the power pellet move?
Is that what it's called? That's what I'm asking you.
I don't know what it's called, but
whatever that was, he threw a ghost out. He threw the ghost up last time.
The power pellet. The ghost is the smash attacks.
Yeah, but I'm saying the first time around when he took the last stock from Steve, it was the up smash.
Yes.
And that time, just reading an angle and using a different move to finish that up.
The waka waka.
Waka 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 waka.
That's crazy.
That's what he sounds like whenever he says it.
That's what he sounds like, but I just don't know what it's called.
And then you laughed at me for not knowing what it's called?
I'm not laughing at the fact you don't know what it's called. I'm laughing at the fact that that's what you said.
That's just what Pac-Man says, though. I'm just quoting Pac-Man.
Hold on, ready for this one?
What?
Do you think he says it, or do you think it just happens?
Onomatopoeia?
Yeah.
Instead of a
that
quote?
Is a debate of all time. Does Pac-Man say the waka waka waka?
Is it a noise he makes, or is it a word he says?
Exactly. Is it an onomatopoeia, or I'll give you $1 for that, by the way, 5-5.
Okay. I'll take it.
Onomatopoeia, or is it what he's saying? Can everyone in the chat stop saying waka 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 respectfully?
My bad. I started something, but you know what? I don't care. Shout out Kip. Waka 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 waka. Here he is going to head into a matchup against Snake from Oakland. Snake as in Rob.
Yeah, this one got confusing. last time.
It got confusing, but unfortunately, there's no Rob on the field. Unfortunately, though, Kip only has 1 stock remaining. Shenandoah with 4 left, trying to save their season here in NACE.
Yeah, he was good. He was around. Nothing.
Yeah.
All right, and as we know, Rob, from the first set, Rob, I said his gamer tag. Snake here is a very, very difficult to fight against and very difficult to approach at the same time due to the fact you see all of these projectiles, all these grenades just throwing around the stage, and one doing about 10 to 12% when they make contact, so not going to be an easy game for Kip here.
Trying to get up and close. Snake to get some grabs going, but hasn't been able to find anything because of those wacky grenades just being sent out nonstop. I used to talk about how many fire hydrants Kip throws out. About 10 times more grenades being thrown out here from Snake tonight.
I wonder what the fire that thing called?
Fire hydrant?
Yeah. Fire hydrant to grenade ratio is, and that is going to be the roll is going to be read by Snake, and that is going to be full, I believe, up till 10. That is going to be Kipling removed from the stage.
And a read, but also Snake made a setup for that. If you saw right there, the C4 placed at the edge on top of the stage, which forced Kip to either going to have to jump to get on back on the stage, which is dangerous, or roll further to avoid the C4. Okay. And the Snake realized that once he rolled over, I mean, he just has a free stock, free kill right there.
I mean, it's just like if he stays on the ledge,
he's going to die.
He's going to die. If he
jumps up
and doesn't time it perfectly with the invulnerability frame, he dies.
Yeah.
And if he rolls, he dies.
Yeah.
So what can you realistically do?
Just a good play there from the Snake right there to place the C4 and put Kip in a really bad situation, and could have possibly been the last time we watch Kip here for the Hornets. But Shenandoah's hopes not gone yet here. There is 1 player left for Shenandoah right now. 3 stocks remaining. It is going to be Willie.
Yeah, Willie, I believe, having a 7 deficit again. I believe it's 3-7 currently on the stock count. No, I'm wrong. It's like 3-9.
Yeah, it's like 3-9.
Oh no.
Willie going to
give us a moment.
This would be a moment in history.
This would go down as perchance the second greatest Super Smash Brothers moment in history at this institute.
Okay, at this institute. I thought you were saying it of all time.
No,
you're gonna put this right below Wombo combo or something.
I didn't say that.
There's
a grenade on the ground.
Early grab here, but Snake gonna get out of it due to an early grenade being thrown. Grenades just bouncing off each other, causing a bigger explosion right now. Grenades being thrown absolutely everywhere. Snake going to get the drop there onto Willie for now, who is going to have to avoid the grenades being thrown onto the edge of the stage. Avoids that low kick there. Going to get sent off. And the Snake is following him with the drop kick off the stage. Unfortunately,
he got Goomba'd.
He did get Goomba stomped. Willie keeping him off the stage, and he can't recover. Loses a stock for his trouble now. Willie looking to keep this momentum going.
I mean, at this point, it might be an aura factor that Willie has. Could be some.
In the words of Way Awesome Kevin, big scary demon man.
Yeah. Okay. Do you know what though?
What?
We need to hopefully that Willie takes this one and takes him to Final Destination. We can reenact the Clayton brothers or Chris Ron Final Destination. Chris Ron. We need to hope it gets to that point.
We gotta hope it gets to that point, but in order to get to that point, you're gonna have to get back on the stage, and he is unfortunately not going to be able to do that now. Willie's sitting at 2 stock, 2 Robs, 2 right now, but in a much bigger deficit overall, as looking to avoid those grenades, but gonna kick one himself, take some damage for it. Now trying to get close and personal to Snake, who is just dropping grenades left and right.
Yeah, this is like what we've been talking about, is that Snake has realistically made contact with Willie on this stock once, and the rest is just chip damage.
The rest is chip damage, grenades, and then the rocket trying to keep Willie off the stage, just barely grabs on the ledge, but walks right into a grenade, doesn't explode, but the second, I believe that some C4 gets him right there, takes some more damage. Willie sitting at 106%, has his raised drive, but whiffs there, going to take some damage in turn, now sitting at 122, but Snake at 160 himself. He once again follows him with the drop kick, but that time not going to get Goomba Stomp, gets back onto stage. Willie not able to get any damage recently, just taking a string of hits.
Yeah, and Oh, I don't know how he dodged that missile while not being able to see himself or the missile. That
Yeah.
Oh my goodness, man. How can you even play against it, man? It's
so
just
tough.
so difficult.
Yeah, and Snake just going to opt to jump off the stage and send a rocket and a mortar right back towards Willie's direction. Now going to get low kick, looking to fall back down and get up towards the Snake, trying to throw some hands there, not able to get much out of that. Trying to chase him down, but just getting hit with every projectile under the sun.
Yeah, literally, just everything is going to be that explosion damage. And somebody wise told me once, chip is chip, right? Everything,
chip is chip.
Every damage that you can get, every inch is going to connect, and that is going to be it for Willie's stock count here. Shenandoah fall in the second set, basically only taking 4 throughout that entire second set, losing that one 8-0.
Fortunately, that will end Shenandoah's time here in the NACE playoffs. They will go and lose to Oakland here in round number 1, unfortunately. Almost a really tough game 2 there. A little bit worse there than the game 1, which wasn't much better, but maybe a few decisions could have made that one go a little bit longer. Unfortunately, Willie in a tough spot, and when you're getting grenades, rockets, mortars, C4 getting thrown at you, it's tough for anybody to do anything.
Even the kitchen sink.
Kitchen sink. Even the kitchen sink. Saw a fire hydrant earlier and a kitchen sink there in the last game. Not much you can do, and unfortunately the Hornets do fall here. Tough end here for the Hornets this season.
Yes.
You know, struggled in both NACC and NACE, unfortunately. Able to make the playoffs in NACE, unable to in NACC. We are proud of them nonetheless. Unfortunately, they are now done with competition.
Yes, this is going to be the final curtains on the Super Smash Bros. Ultimate spring season, as that is officially them out of both of their conferences. But however, like you said, a fantastic season nonetheless, and the biggest thing is that they got to play together, got to play on the team, got to make some memories while it lasted.
Yeah, and we're going to kill some time here for a second. I think we will have a Kip interview coming up shortly, but I want to put a bit of a spotlight onto Kip. Like I mentioned, he is graduating out after the end of the semester, but he has been with the team and with the esports program for the past 4 years, and a day in, day out, just putting in work, whether it's practice, games, matches all the time. Probably the one of the people in here the most putting in the work, and then just outside of that, helping with events. And, helping out where he can, doing some casting for some events here. So I want to do a quick shout out to Kip because I am incredibly proud of how he's done here over these past few years. And it's special to be able to watch a player like that during your time at Shenandoah. So thankful to be able to watch Kip. And shout out the rest of the Hornet squad. Willie, Eliminathan, Eyes, and then we had Wayne Blade. Shout out the entire team there for their season, and unfortunately comes to an end here. Yeah,
that is going to be it. But like you said, it has been a fantastic opportunity, a blessing to see Kip play these last 4 years, playing every single one of his collegiate years and really just doing just about everything he can. Grinding day in and day out, putting his heart, his soul into the team, having a lot of great results, making a lot of friends, making equally, if not more memories. So props to him.
Props to him and the rest of the Hornets team. But right now, we're going to go ahead and take a look at the head-to-head stats from that series. As you can see right now, 11 stocks taken for the Hornets, 24 stocks total lost, and not the best ratio for their team as the Oakland, I think, Golden Grizzlies. Golden Grizzlies, I think. Something like that. I could be wrong. Going to have a ratio of 2.18 stocks taken / lost. Stock differential there, 13. And then, just kind of wide margin between the stats here.
Yeah, and we're going to head over to the individual head-to-head from tonight's series. We're going to see Kip on the left side, just unable to really get anything going tonight, only taking 4 stocks while losing 6. But nonetheless, it is going to be a interesting story nonetheless to see how this team will really develop without this roster. So if we have it correct, we are going to have Kipling here for an interview.
Hey, fellas.
Hello, Kip. How are you doing? That's probably a bad question to ask, honestly. I'm sorry about that.
No.
I'm sorry about that. That's just kind of my go-to. I'm sorry about that.
No.
Unfortunately, you guys fell tonight. Last match of the semester and your last match as a part of the Hornets. I'm gonna ask a couple season-based questions. Now, not the greatest season for you guys compared to your last few, but you always gain. There's always stuff you gain from every competitive season that you played. What are some of the memories and just stuff you learned throughout the season?
This season in particular?
Yeah.
I mean, it's kind of hard to say because it's been a lot of I guess hard memories because a lot of the matches that weren't couldn't get streamed for. There was a lot of we couldn't quite close it out in quite a few really close moments, and honestly it was I would say almost demoralizing, but I still want this to be some sort of solid send off for me.
Yeah.
But this is kind of a developmental season for the players that will remain once I'm gone. That's kind of the vision I had going into it, because I knew firsthand we were gonna get thrown into the deep end for both leagues. But our new guys, Ice, Dwayne, a bunch of guys that moved from academy, they still have at least some time left, so I want to make sure they as ready as they can be going into it once I'm gone.
Yeah. And Griff, do you have a question off the top of your head?
I guess my question would be, how has the program treated you in the last 4 years, and how has it helped you develop not only as a player but as a person?
Oh man, I mean, that's a good question.
My fault. I'm sorry.
No, it's good. No, it's very good. Very well. This program, I can't thank this program enough for the things they've done for me, the amount of opportunities I've had, not just being part of this team or this varsity roster or anything like that. Obviously, I'm very grateful for that. I'm grateful that I had the opportunity to coach this semester, but they also provided me a lot of opportunities through events that anyone involved in the program knows. We have a lot of opportunities to work at certain events. Gave me a lot of experience, good things to put on the resume.
That's very true. Very true.
The people I've met here, they're all incredible. I've made some great memories here with you, people in broadcast, the people out there still. But yeah, I mean, there's a lot of people here I would consider some of my best friends now. College, it kind of changes you as a person. Obviously, that's a very cliche thing to say, but. I can't recommend it enough to anyone who's still on the fence about it. That goes for college as a whole, because you'll meet people who will change you for the better, and will you'll make some memories that you'll forever remember for the rest of your life.
Yeah, great answer. I second all of that. I do want to mention before I ask my last question, and maybe if you have one more.
You can take the last one. Okay. Got it.
I wanted to shout you out. I shouted you out before you walked back here, but I want to say it to you. Every time I walk in here, almost every time, you are in here putting in work, and then every event that we have volunteers for, you're there helping out. So I just want to say shout out. It's been such an honor to watch you and the rest of the Smash team play for the past few years. So I do want to say thank you for that. Just the opportunity to be able to cast and watch and just talk to you and get to know you as a person. You mentioned memories the past few years. Any specific memories you want to shout out over the past couple years as a Hornet?
Oh man, I mean, the biggest one that comes to my head is when we took home Game Mason.
Yeah.
I think it was fall of last year. Yeah, I mean, unfortunately, we couldn't quite save the VOD. I tried saving the VOD the next day, and the VOD wasn't there. I was really sad about that. But, we were in grand finals against George Mason University, pretty much at their peak when we were at our peak. And we were down pretty poorly. We did not have a good start going into it. I think their starting player, Drew, took a ton of stocks off of us. And eventually we were down just to Will with only 3 stocks on Terry and 8 stocks of their roster. And by some miracle, he was able to bring it back for us. And, the the elation we all felt in that moment, it's something that that'll never leave my head.
I remember you guys coming back from there after winning that event, and everybody was just so excited. So I heard that story, and I think I was able to watch it.
Yeah, I think some of you were watching
and I was like, this is insane. But, great memories that you've made here over the past few years. Now, before we go, I do want to ask if there's anything else you want to say, anybody you want to shout out just before we end off the stream.
Absolutely. I mean, for this program, I want to say, again, thank you for all the people I've met, all the opportunities that I've gotten the chance to, take part of, and the people that have supported me on these 4 years. The Smash team, Will, remember Avery, Skylar, who's been a big part of my improvement as a coach, as a player. Same with Avery, he's been a big part of that as well. My teammates, Will, Nate, all the guys who moved up from Academy, Dwayne, Nova, Storm, Nate, NN Gaming, and Isaiah. They've all, been great friends of mine. It's been an honor to be their coach, but I also want to shout out home a little bit. I want to shout out my parents. Love you, Mom. Love you, Dad. Thank you for, sticking with me for this. Sorry, I'm getting a little emotional. This, let me support me through this, ambitious, major, this ambitious field to go to. And I want to thank my brothers, Garrett and Logan. Thank you all so much.
And end this on a bit of a high note. I wouldn't normally do this, but I did have the chat open, and there has been a request from Way Awesome Kevin. And Way Awesome Kevin said that he's going to need a Waka Waka from Kip, and he does not make the rules.
Do you want me to,
However you want to do it. It's your show at this point. Waka 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 Waka.
Yeah. Just for you, Kevin? Waka Waka.
That's going to... Thank you for the interview, Kip.
Absolutely.
I'm proud of everything you guys have accomplished here this season and just your time here at Shenandoah. We are all thankful to have known you here. Don't want to make it sound like you're dying or something. That's a little sad.
I hope not.
Crazy. You might want to get checked out, I guess. I don't know. But that is going to do it here for the Smash Brothers Ultimate Varsity roster this semester. And it's going to do it for our broadcast here tonight. Make sure to follow SU socials. We do have a few more teams left in the playoffs. Shout out Rocket League.
Shout out Rocket League.
I think you have the NACC normal playoffs and the Nationals after.
Yeah, we do have both, yeah. And then shout out Marvel Rivals is also still in playoffs as well.
They just actually I don't.
They won.
They won, yeah.
Yep.
We do have the buzz down tomorrow if anybody wanted to know.
Oh.
We do. It's fine. I think we posted the results of that anyway.
We posted they won. So
shout out Rivals for winning their first round of playoffs here. Going to have another matchup next Tuesday, but tomorrow we will have the buzz down where we're going to cover their match from this past Tuesday, and then maybe some Tekken. I don't know what those matches look like, but I do. Okay, they got rescheduled. No Tekken tomorrow. We're going to cover at least the Marvel Rivals match from this past Tuesday on the buzz down tomorrow, I believe at 3 p.m. Eastern. But like I mentioned before, everybody. Follow SU Socials, Instagram, TikTok, X, everywhere. We're literally everywhere. But for now, from all of us at Shenandoah University Esports, thank you, goodbye, and good night.
Shenandoah University is a big little university rising.
With 22 Division III sports teams, over 200 areas of study,
over 300 annual performances, an elite academic esports program,
nationally ranked health professions programs, one of the biggest university presences on Broadway,
immersive AR and VR learning programs,
cybersecurity and computer science programs, and innovative undergrad and graduate programs.
all at a place that cares for you.
Shenandoah University is the big little university rising. Find out more at su.edu/rising.